Welcome back to another episode of High Minded with McCarter. I'm McCarter.
And I'm SK.
My amazing co-host. And we're thrilled to be back with episode 22 coming at you. We bring on Rachel
Sukhovitsky.
I knew I was going to say it wrong.
Rachel Sukhovitsky, the general manager of Village Green Society here in Boulder.
Yeah, it's a really cute local shop, and she's been working there for 6 years and worked her way up from just rolling joints in the back to being a bud tender to now being general manager. And I just think she provides such interesting insights into what tourists are looking for when they come in to buy stuff, especially from out of state.
Yeah, the questions that they ask and the ways that she guides them one way or another.
Yeah, and I love that they're like a little family. They only have like 7 to 10 employees, so totally opposite of like MedMen, Starbuds, the really huge kind of names you hear a lot. But I think that is what makes like this industry so great, is the focus on the small craft and small, neighborhood shop, which is what Village Green Society is.
Yeah, definitely a boutique experience. And they do have really high-end craft, small batch flour. So it's a really great place to get that kind of stuff. And
my favorite thing that she said was that they like to spend a lot of time with their customers. They have no time limit, actually like the opposite of a time limit. They want people to spend as much time there as they want in order for them to feel comfortable and educated about the products that they're buying and consuming, which I wish every dispensary had that kind of mindset and outlook.
Yeah, it's a beautiful way to focus on the customer as opposed to on the profit, which a lot of these larger dispensaries do. So, shop local, support small business, and they are a really good example of that. So,
hell yeah. And shout out to Weed Maps. You can download the Weed Maps app for free with Android or iTunes. It is a great place to find local deals, different dispensaries nearby, brands and strains that you're looking for. You can also order online for a quick and easy pickup.
Yeah, find the link in our show notes to download the Weed Maps app. A great way to prep for 420. So.
Oh, yes. We got to stay safe out there.
Yeah, and follow us on Instagram at HighMindedPod and McCarter at McCarter Gets High.
Yay! And as always,
stay high.
Hi, my name is Rachel. I'm the general manager of Village Green Society. It's a dispensary in downtown Boulder, and I've been doing it for the last 6 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah, great.
Well, we're super excited to have you on and really provide an interesting perspective of like a manager, bud tender kind of retail side, because I feel like we've provided some insight into that area, but never really had like you have such amazing direct experience. So I think that's amazing. And shout out to SK, our co-host, for bringing her on because you used to work at the same dispensary, right?
Yeah, Rachel is my boss. So
yeah.
good to see you again. Yes.
Shout out to bosses that become friends.
Sarah was the first person I hired on my own when I became manager. So that was
That's so
really
exciting.
Big deal.
I remember the interview. It was,
I was probably really nervous. Like, I don't know.
I was pretty nervous too. It was my first like cannabis interview, and we did it like outside on the bench, which was awesome. Yeah,
do it all the time out there.
So
it was really fun working with Sarah. We got to know each other really well.
We did kind of talk about right before this that your dad is partial owner of the dispensary. So you had a bit of like an introduction there. Oh, it's going.
Yeah. So my dad owned the dispensary kind of throughout high school and kind of after that. And I don't know, I always thought it was cool. I never even went up to go see it or anything. And then one day my friend and I drove up just randomly because we wanted to come see Boulder and like see the store. And I was like, wow, this place is actually really cute. Never thought I'd work there. But after high school and like a little bit of college, I ended up going to do a dental assisting program because I thought that's what I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't find a job for like the longest time. And my dad was sick of me sitting on the couch not working. So he's like, well, if you're not going to get a dental assistant job, you're going to go work in Boulder.
Wow.
And so I was like, cool, I'll just do that for like a month until I find a job. The manager at the time didn't really want me to be up there. So he was like, you're going to sit in this room and roll joints all day. So I did that for like 3 months. And then I was kind of gave up on finding a dental assistant job.
Wait, so you were 18 or 19?
Oh my God, no, this was like, I was like 22. I did some like random community college and like just worked random jobs. Then I did like this dental assistant program. So I was 22. And and then after like a couple months of just rolling joints all day long, I was like, I want to learn how to bud tend because I think I want to do this. Nice. So I like learned the products and all that. And then eventually became an assistant manager, and I took over all of the ordering because my dad was doing the ordering. My dad, who does not smoke or has like ever really tried much.
Really?
So he was just like ordering the most popular flavors or whatever. It was kind of a mess.
That's so interesting. Wait, so why, if you know why he invested, if he doesn't consume?
So just like around that time, everyone was kind of buying grows and dispensaries, and my dad's a businessman. He owns businesses. So yeah, he saw an opportunity, him and his friends.
He sounds like a smart guy.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, so I took over ordering, and then I want to say like 4 years ago, I became the general manager. And yeah,
wow,
been doing it ever since.
Congratulations.
Thanks, it's been fun.
Nice.
Really cool.
So Village Green Society in Boulder, it's that tiny house on 16th and Spruce.
In the middle of a neighborhood.
In the middle of a neighborhood.
Like right off the downtown
Yes,
strip.
we're like right off Pearl Street.
Yeah,
it's so close.
Yeah, so is it the first dispensary in Boulder? Was it?
It was one of the first ones to go recreational. So we were medical, and then once they did the licenses, I think that January 1st that we were able to be recreational. And we had a line around the block is what I heard. So
nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait,
really
was
cool.
this 2012 then?
2014.
2014
Yeah.
that became rec.
Yeah.
Okay.
I started working there 2016.
Okay.
Yeah. So kind of shortly after, and we transitioned from being medical to recreational. So now we're just fully recreational.
Okay. Wow.
Nice.
So interesting.
Yeah, being right off Pearl Street, do you get a lot of the tourist action? And
Definitely. We are definitely more of a tourist-based store, I would say. Most of the people we get are just, staying in Boulder, passing through Boulder. We do have a few of our like solid regular customers, but definitely more tourist-based, which is really fun because I get to see people that like view weed differently from all over. Like there is always like a little lady that's just like scared while her husband's like ready to like learn about all the product, and she's just like standing in the corner like, I don't want any of this. I don't like the smell in here. So yeah, we definitely see people with like all stages of marijuana use.
Wow.
nice. Yeah. Like the old school people that come in, they're like, I haven't smoked since 1970.
Those are the
when I
best
did."
people. They're so excited. And I love that. I love when people like haven't tried weed or like they're finally open to it, and then we show them a product or something and they're just so excited to leave to go like try it and like see if it works. And then they come back. A lot of the time they'll come back and be like, hey, I really liked what you suggested to me. So that's always really heartwarming.
Yeah. That's so rewarding too. It's like you're actually helping people with something that they're like trying to like solve in their life.
Definitely.
Wow.
So with it being kind of a smaller like house style, it's more boutique.
Yeah, what's like the square footage of your retail space? Just like a rough estimate.
I don't know. I would less than 800 square feet.
Okay,
I would say like,
It's
maybe 600. Yeah, because not all of it's like open to the customers. It's a really small area for the customers compared to other stores around Colorado. So we're definitely small and cozy and like just your little neighborhood store.
And so being that kind of small, cozy store, how do you compete with these larger stores? Or do you kind of try
like Starbuds and
it's really
Native Roots.
hard. I feel like sometimes we're just like this little fish in this big pond because then we see all these big stores opening all over and like getting closer to us. But I don't know. We just try. I feel like because we have such a small team, all of the bud tenders get to pretty much pick the product that's in the stores. Like everything we do is just such a team decision. Right now, there is 7 of us total, including me. So
oh yeah, that's small.
that's the whole company pretty much. And then we have 3 owners. So that's 10 people is our whole company. So it's really easy to kind of like make sure we're all somewhat on the same page. And it's not like some guy up top deciding our promotions and like our products and stuff. It's really like us doing it in store. And like if someone's unhappy with something, we can take it off the shelves and replace it with something different, and or like just change any policies or like the way our bar is set up if we want to move that around. Like we just have so much freedom in how we want to do things because we're just such a small team. We try to just like carry some better products, really be selective in what we carry because we're so small. We don't have a lot of shelves.
So with that limited shelf space, how do you decide like what stays and what goes? And I mean, I'm sure you get hit up with a ton of samples all day.
Are you always just trying new stuff every day?
Oh my gosh, I get phone calls like all the time. All my coworkers like know how to dodge the phone calls by now because I'm like, I can't be on the phone all the time. I have to get things done here too. But yeah, we get we get a call from a rep, and then they will send us samples if it's something that we're interested in. And I always try to make sure everyone gets like a fair like sample, like everyone gets to sample it to see what they think. We gather feedback, and then that's kind of how we decide if we have room for it. Do we need to take something off the shelf to like make room for this product? And just kind of we're constantly looking for new things and moving things around. And yeah. So.
Yeah, because I feel like from the vendor side, people are like, well, I have this product and it's perfect. And it's like, just because it's perfect doesn't mean it's actually going to get on shelves.
Yeah.
Like,
and is it perfect for our audience? We have a more older demographic. We don't really get the college kids of Boulder. We get their parents when they come visit them. So we get a lot of those people that are trying weed for the first time. And so we have to have some really good like CBD options as well, and more like microdosed options. So we always have to think about our like target audience too. And it's probably not the same audience that our like direct competitors have.
Mm-hmm. Do you advertise it at all?
Because we're so small, our advertising budget is pretty small. We have a coupon on the back of the Safeway coupons.
I saw that.
So if you shop at Safeway off Iris in Boulder, there's a 20% off coupon. You can use it on anything, any day.
Yeah, I saw that the other like a week ago. Actually, I was like 20% off. Okay.
Yeah, we've been doing that for like a year, and like we're finally seeing a lot of people come back with those. So yeah,
nice. Cool.
So far that is our advertising. Yeah.
I know that y'all had the Adopt a Roads around.
Oh yeah, we have those
loved.
as well.
Yeah.
If you're getting off, I don't remember the name of the exit. I think it's Baseline.
Yeah,
you can see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you're coming in from 93, where it turns into like Broadway kind of, there's a sign there too. So.
Over by Dartmouth.
Yeah.
Nice. I want to get one for the podcast.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be so
about
cool.
to adopt a road.
Oh, there you go. They're always becoming available, but I like the location of ours, so I don't want to change them.
I saw like an open one, like well, we'll talk about it later. I don't want someone to steal our spot.
Right. Nobody. Yeah. Nice.
This is so interesting. Yeah. So I guess what are the tourists normally asking for when they come in?
Oh gosh, everyone is so different. Most of the time they leave with like a disposable vape pen because it's easy to, they want something discreet because most of the time where they're staying, they can't smoke.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to tell them to smoke in their hotel room.
Yeah.
So, I always try to find them a nice discreet option. We always recommend an edible because, you can just eat that and be on your way. And same with like the vape pens are really nice and discreet. So it really just depends on the customer. Some more like old school smokers will come in and buy flower because we do have some really good flower. And then some more like first time people, I would say they'll start with like a microdosed edible or like something with CBD in it usually.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how much money are these people normally spending?
It really varies. We've had sales that are like up to $600 in one transaction of people just like buying.
They just like want to try something of like everything.
Pretty much, yeah. Like they've never seen a dispensary, never thought they'd see the day that they could buy legal weed, so they get so excited. But I would say our average transaction from a tourist would be like about $100, $150. They just get like the staples, like a disposable, a couple edibles, maybe a joint.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Do you recommend topicals a lot?
Definitely, especially if anyone's in like any kind of pain. Usually with topicals, people come in already like asking for them. They've already like done the research. They're like, I'm ready to try a topical. And that is a lot of people's first step kind of into legal marijuana.
That's
they
my
were
parents.
Like, yeah, exactly. Because they're like,
gateway.
Because they're like so against it at first or whatever. And like, oh, it might actually work.
And now time for a quick commercial break. Thanks to Weed Maps for sponsoring today's episode. You can download the Weed Maps app from our show notes if you have an Apple or Android, and you can use the app to look for deals, new brands, local dispensaries, and even order online for convenient pickup.
I use the app for prepping for 420, check out where the deals are going to be, and that week before and the day of, I hit all those dispensaries, get the best stuff so I can celebrate right.
Be like SK, download the Weed Maps app for free today. So what's your guys' kind of like, I guess like mission or outlook as to like what you're providing to people and what kind of products you carry? Like, 'cause I know there's a lot of people are kind of taking a stance of like, we want more of like organic, vegan stuff, or just want what's popular, like, the next gummy or whatever.
Like an array of.
Or like sustainability too, like companies that, pride themselves on like less packaging. Sorry, just remembered that one.
So what kind of makes us different, we try to carry the more like higher quality things, not just like the popular brands because everyone else carries them. I love finding like a small new brand and then like giving them a chance pretty much because I don't think that the big stores really do that.
I love that.
Yeah. And then definitely like recently, edibles have been a lot more like health conscious and they're really like listing if they're gluten-free or vegan, dairy-free, stuff like that. So that's been really nice. I feel like a lot of the companies that we carry are, doing that. So it's really helpful when shoppers have like dietary restrictions.
Yeah. And what about education too? Like,
so what kind of sets us apart from other stores is a lot of stores have like a time limit on how long you can spend with a customer.
Oh my gosh.
And we are like the opposite. I never want to send anyone out into the world like not educated. Yeah, exactly. Because that's how you kind of like overdo it and then you never want to try weed again.
So true.
So that's like what is super important. Sometimes we will spend like 40 minutes with a customer, like a beginner.
I love that.
Write things out for them or like just kind of really educate them on what they're getting into. And sometimes people come in asking for something that's completely different from what they actually are looking for.
Yeah.
So we kind of have to, show them different options and really educate them before they leave. So that's our big thing is all of our bud tenders make sure that everyone's well educated.
Yeah, I do love that about the store. It's like
I wish every shop was like that. I feel like so many, like when I went to this Steezy like big shop in LA, it's like really like hype. It's all about the hype there. But they literally are trying to like churn people out. Like it felt like
they have like a minute and a half time limit.
Yeah, they're like, they get to the counter and they're like, what do you want?
I'm like, it's like, I want to see what I want. And so like, it's nice to like really walk the customer through everything that we have. So then they actually know what they want because a lot of the time they don't.
Yeah. What about smelling bud and smelling concentrate? Because I know that has gone back and forth, especially with COVID.
So right now we're not doing it. We used to before COVID. We just aren't fully comfortable doing it yet since Boulder just dropped the mask mandate like last month. So we're just being a little more cautious, especially for our customers. And we have such a small staff too. So for now, we're not smelling. We've been kind of like opening the jar and like wafting it a little bit. And so that's been helping. We can always open a concentrate and like show you that, but no smelling yet, unfortunately.
That's okay. That's okay.
As long as the option's there in the future.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. As soon as everyone feels comfortable with it, we will be back to smelling.
Well, I just hate the pre-packaging.
Oh, yeah. We do not do any pre-packaging. We're all like deli style. A lot of people want to like pick out their specific bud. And if someone's buying
Oh,
a
I
half
love that.
ounce, why shouldn't they be able to pick out their buds? So sometimes customers will we use like chopsticks to take the bud into the container, and like customers will just like point to which ones they want. So that's a really cool thing in the shopping experience. We're not just like grabbing a prepackaged eighth that's been there for God knows how long.
It's way more personalized.
Yeah, definitely.
I love that aspect. I mean, I just love the small feel and like the boutique, and I would so much rather shop there than like a huge place that's just like churning through people, and there's no like culture or actual like talking to your bud tender. And
yeah, I feel like there's something so just like, it just feels so good when you go in. You just like feel like this is a store that is not like the Walmart or whatever of cannabis.
Yeah, we definitely tried to make it cozy, and we always get that from customers that like, wow, this is so nice. I didn't even know this was a dispensary.
Yeah.
So
it blends in really well with the neighborhood because it ends like kind of in a residential. It's like next to Pearl Street Mall, but like
yeah, it's right across from E-Town.
Yep.
Oh yeah, E-Town. Yeah.
Yeah, we get people that go to like concerts there, so
That's perfect.
nice little location. Yeah, we get a lot of people that like work on Pearl Street, all those customers. So it's nice. We have a little community there.
That is so that's so sweet. What are the most like common questions I guess you would get? Like that would be nice to like that we can all, you know, like clarify
Debunk,
together.
yeah.
Yeah, debunk. There we go.
Oh my gosh. Well, not everyone. A lot of people from out of state are always trying to ask us how to sneak it out of state. And oh my God, your bud tender will lose their job if they tell you, so don't ask them. Go on Reddit or something.
Seriously.
Use your brain.
Yeah.
So we get that asked. I mean, like,
I know
all
Helping
the time.
Hands used to have like a sign that literally said, "Do not ask us."
we have
how-"
one. People just don't read signs.
Wow, people are so ballsy.
Another one that we have is people want to get high without getting munchies. And that's really hard because that's like...
Oh, that's so interesting.
Some people are different. Some people don't get munchies. I get munchies every time. So it's like, that's a really hard one. But right now they're coming out with... They're doing a lot more like into different cannabinoids, and THCV is supposed to be like an appetite suppressant.
Yes, we were talking about that because the Wanna Fit gummies.
Yes, I actually brought you guys some.
Wait, no, I want to take
No,
one.
they're not the Wanna ones. They're the Sum. It's supposed to be, so it's like a little dissolvable
I love
tablet.
the Sum.
Yeah.
Some control.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so it's supposed to kind of control your hunger. I don't know if they work, but it's super new. And so a lot of companies now are kind of trying to pinpoint those specific requests. It's not all about just getting high with edibles.
Right. Yeah, I love that. That's kind of like the 1906 approach.
Yes, I love 1906.
I know.
They're one of my favorite vendors.
I think they have the best edibles in Colorado and possibly the country. Just because, they use like plant medicine, Chinese medicine, like they have all this science to back it up, like very microdosed.
Yeah.
Just their formulas. It's also, and their branding. Oh.
My mom, who was like really against me working at a dispensary, for a little bit is now. She might not like me saying this, but she loves the 1906 gummy or the tablets. The Bliss is like her favorite thing ever, and she's always asking for more. She's always sharing them with people. So
that's the best.
Yeah, and those
sharing is caring.
Yeah, those are like the best beginner edibles. I feel like they just like put you in the best mood.
Mm-hmm. And it's not like you're eating a bunch of sugar too.
Yeah,
it's like a drop. Well, it's like a pill, kind of. You just swallow it.
Because there are so many people with like dietary restrictions, or like people that just don't want to eat sugar in their edibles.
Right.
So yeah, we definitely get that request a lot, and we sell quite a lot of the 1906 stuff because of it.
Oh yeah, I love 1906. Where does your flower come from? Do you guys have your own grow?
We do not have our own grow, which is kind of a blessing. So
why do you say that?
Because we're not forced to sell like everything, you know. I feel like if you have your own grow, you have to sell all the flower that you grow, even if it's like not a good batch or something. But we really get to shop around and pick and choose. And right now we're buying from probably like 5 different grows all around Colorado, and kind of all different price levels. So we kind of have like shelves set up. to be affordable, but also have like some more boutique, really nice stuff too.
Yeah, that In the Flow stuff, that Kemi Jones.
Yes, In the Flow is my favorite flower in Colorado.
Wait, so are they just a wholesale grow? Or do they have a dispensary?
They do not have a dispensary, no. So they sell to different stores. So there's going to be stores all around Colorado that sell their flower, but they are really small and boutique, kind of like us, and they just always have such great flower. We have had their Kemi Jones on our shelf consistently for like 4 years, and it sells so well. It is pretty expensive, but it still sells. When people try it, it's amazing.
It's my favorite flower I've ever smoked, I think.
What other flower are you getting? Because I love Snacksland. Have you heard of Snacksland?
I have not tried it. I've heard it's really good. I haven't had a chance to try it, though.
It's so good.
I don't really shop at other stores, which I need to be better about.
That smells good. What is this?
Kosher creme brulee.
Yes.
Kosher creme brulee.
So that is from Local Love, which is another grow that I love.
I've heard
they
of
have
them.
really good quality stuff always. And then we also carry a lot of silver stem flower. We buy wholesale from them. They have some really good flower, especially like the way their buds look. But yeah, I'd say those three are like our top grows.
Do they still have their OG Kush?
No, unfortunately. They keep getting some new strains. So we have, I think it's a purple diesel coming out here soon. So that's new. And yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, their OG Kush one time was so strong that me and my roommate, who are like huge stoners, we smoked it and we were like, we have to stop smoking. Like, this is too strong. Like, it was crazy.
Wow.
I've never been that like,
I wish that would happen to me.
It was amazing and never again. But like that one time.
That's insane.
Yeah, they have some really good flower and they're very consistent. Their Snowcap is like the best sativa.
Do they still have it?
Yeah, we have it on the shelf. I think we just ran out of it, but it'll be back.
Okay, wow. Yeah, everybody out there, go get your Snowcap and your Kemi Jones because it's so good.
That's so amazing.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. The Snowcap, I feel like I talk about it all. I've told you about it.
Yeah, you have.
She's heard the legend.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It just like doesn't get you too high, but it gets you going. And so you're not like lazy if you want to get things done. It's great.
Yeah. And it tastes so good.
Yes.
That's awesome. What would you kind of like to do with the future of Village Green Society? And then I have some follow-up questions, but we'll start with that.
Okay. I definitely, I don't know.
Do you see yourselves expanding or like getting more?
The dream would definitely be to open up another store. It's really hard in Colorado because they've pretty much given out the amount of licenses they're going to give out unless another county or city decides to allow dispensaries. So it's kind of, you pretty much
how
have
many licenses is that? Do you know?
I don't know. I know every city, once they like legalize it or whatever, they like set an amount that of recreational dispensary licenses that they give out.
Because I've heard there's like 600 or 700 dispensaries in Colorado.
That sounds very correct.
So what is like one of the bigger struggles of like regulation stuff, like packaging, and I know that you guys now have to like print out the forms to go with concentrates and stuff like that.
Do you have people come in like that like monitor like are like fake shoppers?
Well, I'm not sure. Very well they could be. We just like don't know. We get emails saying that they like are gonna check our cameras and if we're like giving out. So on January 1st, we have to give out like this pamphlet, and it's about like the dangers of concentrates, and it has like the amounts that you should consume and like just all of this. It has like phone numbers to call. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous, and they're a lot of paper. And so now we have to give that out with every concentrate purchase, and it's a lot. Even if someone buys like a hash joint, they have to have one.
Oh my god.
And so, and it feels like we're going backwards sometimes in terms of like recycling and stuff. So,
and now you guys have to print so much paperwork, which is like costing you so much more money and coming out of your income.
So hopefully they can figure out how to like make it a small sticker or something that we can just like stick on the package. But yeah.
Wow.
That's been the latest challenge. But I feel like they're always kind of switching up regulations. It seems like every 6 months, some part of the law changes. So we have to like change something of what we're doing.
So do you read those regulations yourself?
Yeah. We get like a little like email pretty much that they give us some time in advance to prepare for it, but it's mostly like the edible and like concentrate companies that are doing packaging. It's usually regulations for them, so it's kind of worse for them. They'll change packaging laws all the time, and then they have to redo their whole package.
Right. So that's like, more of like the brand's problem than yours.
Exactly. So like this pamphlet thing has really been like one of the first things that's really affected us, besides like what we have to put on our labels and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, we also we used to roll pre-rolls in our store, and that was really nice because we could take some like top shelf flour. If we had a little bit left over, we would roll it. And they just as of like last May, we are no longer allowed to do that in store, and we have to buy pre-rolls
because they have to get tested again.
Yes,
right?
they have to get
that.
Yes. I think each pre-roll has to get tested,
which
something
is crazy because then they're getting double tested because the flour already has to be tested.
Yes. And now
makes no sense.
Yeah. So we've started, it's nice because we have a lot more options for pre-rolls because we're like wholesaling them out now, but they're not our handcrafted joints anymore. But it's okay.
That is sad.
Yeah.
Because I would always see people do it like at a lot of different shops.
Yeah. It was like a really nice way to kind of get rid of the rest of your jar of flour and sell it at a lower price and give the customers a way to try a flour that they wouldn't normally buy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was always my favorite part of the job, was just like in the back rolling joints.
That was like the whole first part of my job. You just sit back there and roll joints. It's so fun. So it's kind of sad. Like now during downtime, we have to like clean and stuff. We can't roll joints.
Yeah. What's something with like kind of dealing with like and managing the bud tenders? Like what's I guess kind of like the biggest problem you have with like bud tenders as a whole, or like are they often getting fired for like the same reasons, or is it hard to keep or find good bud tenders, I guess?
I feel like I'm so blessed because I hire like once a year. And that's really nice because I feel like no one else in retail could say that, but we really try to treat our employees well. And so people don't really leave. And then if they leave, they come back sometimes. So it's really nice. Yeah. So really we try to take care of our bud tenders. And I mean, I still deal with the stuff like a regular retail manager would deal with like people calling out and getting sick, or like,
okay,
I've had people quit on me so many times that I'm just like immune to it now.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm so lucky. I've only had to like fire like 3 people, which is really nice in 6 years.
Wow.
So
oh my gosh, yeah, that's like nothing.
People really, we treat them well, and so they really always leave very amicably. And then they still shop at our store, like Sarah. We still see her all the time, and it's been so many years.
Yeah.
So yeah, we try to be nice to our employees. So
yeah, it's a really great place to work.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. So are there like benefits? Can you guys offer benefits to employees?
You get the daily benefit of free weed.
Yeah, you get samples all the time.
I'm talking about healthcare.
Unfortunately, being such a small company, we can't offer healthcare, which has been a struggle for me because I got off my parents' health insurance recently, and so I've had to been paying for my own, and it is expensive.
Yes. Oh, I'm right there with you in the same boat.
Sucks. Yeah. So unfortunately, we don't have that benefit, but we do buy you lunch sometimes. And you get free samples and a great employee discount.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
And every holiday, if I recall, like, I don't know if you guys still do this, like there's like a holiday bonus of an 8th every.
Definitely. We do like a nice holiday party. So yeah, we try to make it up in other ways. But just being a small company, it's really hard.
Sure.
When all the big ones are providing that.
Okay. And what about, do you guys does it start at minimum wage for a lot of bud tenders, or does it start higher?
No, we used to, but now we're definitely starting a little bit higher. Right now, there is only 2 bud tenders that are not managers. So out of 7 people, there's only 2 that are just bud tenders, and then the rest are managers. So those are definitely making more.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's nice having such a big management team.
Yeah, that is nice to like spread the work around.
Yeah. Everyone's always available, or like someone's always available. So that's nice because we're open 7 days a week. So we kind of have to split the shifts and like, people take weekends off. And so we just have to be flexible.
Yeah. So what would you say to someone who's like wanting to move to Colorado to become a bud tender?
Get your badge before you come talk to a store.
Yes, that's literally
so many people
what
are
I tell people.
Buying a joint, they're like, wow, it'd be so fun to work here. And then they like act all interested. And I'm like, okay, you need to take a couple steps back and like get a badge before you talk to any store about working there. But yeah, I say do it. I mean, yeah, I have one of my coworkers right now, one of the managers, he moved here for another state. He went to he did like a cannabis program in Florida and like moved here wanting to work at a dispensary. And so that's really cool. And like, I don't know, you see that someone wants to, be serious about this in their interview, and that means that they're going to probably stick around.
Yeah.
So if they're like actually interested in this, and I feel like working in such a small store, you really see how the whole store operates. And so like if you are new to the dispensary scene, you kind of like learn every part of the job. Whereas maybe in a big store, you don't really the bud tenders don't even see what the managers are doing.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah, you
just,
like never
you can
interact with the owners and don't see the flower come in.
I prefer to hire people that don't have any dispensary experience. That's like my favorite thing. I love to like mold them and like have them have the best first experience ever, because then they'll never want to leave.
Oh, that's so cute. I love that.
Yeah.
Can you walk us through like a little bit of like a normal day of you like managing your dispensary?
Yeah. So in Boulder, we have to put all of our product away into safes. So in the morning when we get there, we have to take all of our product out and set up our shelves and our bars completely, because we break them down every day. And then, we open and we take customers. What's nice about having different customers is sometimes people come in for a joint, and then like the next customer could want to be educated on edibles, and then like the next one is like flower. So it's like just such a variety of like people you talk to, and like, so that's really nice. It really makes the day go by quick. Just interacting with customers. We also get in orders from our vendors because we're constantly getting deliveries. So like some days there'll be like 5 deliveries. And so that's like a big part of the job. You have to make sure you're prepared for those. You have the room available to put that product, and like the money set aside. Yeah.
And it's all cash, right?
Yes. So we aren't allowed to have a bank account because it's such a loophole, and like taking cards is such a pain because you just lose a bunch of money with these companies. So we are all cash only. So that's another kind of struggle, but it's kind of works out for us. We pay for all of our orders in cash. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, what about security? Like, have you guys ever been broken into?
No. Well, there was one time, but it was a long time ago, and they weren't able to take anything. They took like some lighters and rolling papers. So like I said, everything is locked up at night. So that's the nice thing. We have like, it's very secure.
Behind a locked door, in a safe.
Inside another safe.
But
it is
even
far away.
Like during the day, like do you have a security guard or something at the front?
We don't have a security guard just because we're so small. We feel like we don't like have the need for that. I don't know if I should be saying this. We can cut.
Yeah, we'll get that.
We can cut that part.
Thanks.
I've just been hearing a lot of news about dispensaries in California, especially like in the Bay Area, getting like robbed in the middle of the day, like with like obviously it's in like Oakland and stuff, which can get kind of crazy. Like I've had
Oakland's no Boulder.
Yeah, it's not the same as Boulder, but like I just know that it's always been a concern, but like, with all the banking issues that you can't have a bank account, it's like they know that you're going to have like hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars in cash there. So like
it's definitely scary. Just like because dispensaries even here like get targeted all the time. Like at night there's robberies and stuff. So it's definitely a little bit scary, like knowing that you're there with like all this product and all this money. But just stay positive. I know the Boulder police responds super fast. We've had to
Boulder police is like 2 blocks away from y'all too.
So we have had to call them for like minor instances a lot, and they are always so quick. So I Thanks, Boulder Police.
Yep, you're right. I forgot you're right by the like station.
Yeah, like
yeah, I feel like
100 feet
I
away
see from the window. I
yards.
see like a police car like every hour drive by. So I feel like they're just like patrol our little neighborhood. So that's really nice. I always feel safe. There's like, they're always on the mall. So.
Okay. What about fake IDs?
We get so many fake IDs and people get so mad at us when we take them away. It's like, why are you using it here?
Yeah.
We have had to put up a sign in our lobby that this is what happens if you have a fake ID in the store, and people still give us fake IDs. I'd say we probably catch
Do you call the police when it happens?
So we have to mail them to the police. So they like, I don't know really what they do with them afterwards. They just keep them to like train us more. We all take like ID classes. So you just like sit in a room with our police officer
at the police station.
At the Boulder police station.
Amazing.
Everyone in their like badges, everyone that works in dispensaries, and they kind of train us how to spot fake IDs. And we have a really nice software that we use that also helps with that. So we definitely catch quite a few. So don't use a fake ID.
It's so dumb.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's like the best way to lose your fake ID is going to a dispensary with it.
And then they get mad at us. I'm like, well, it's not my fault. You spent money on this. It's fake.
Yeah, like get a better one.
Yeah.
Or like get someone to buy it for you.
That's
at
the
least.
thing.
Figure it out. We were all underage once, okay?
Yeah.
Totally.
Wow, that's so interesting. Oh my gosh, they're like pissed.
Yeah, so there's a lot of fun aspects to the job, I feel like.
That's so funny.
Yeah, there's always something going on, so it's never boring. And every day is always different.
Well, we can kind of finish up with we're about to hit our like hour mark. We try to keep it around there.
I have 2 questions.
Oh, go. Yeah.
So what do you think the future of recreational cannabis is in the country? Like, do you think federal legalization is right around the corner, or?
Oh my gosh. If you asked me like 5 years ago, I would have said that by now it would have happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. That's a really hard question. I feel like we just have to like take it day by day. I kind of hope so, because it would be nice to see it more normalized around the whole country so people don't have to act like it's such like a foreign thing anymore, because it's not. I wish like every state was as relaxed as Colorado is about it. But then it's also scary if it is federally legalized, like what's going to happen? Are we going to have like government-owned dispensaries or like, I don't know. That's terrifying. I went to a dispensary in Canada and that was scary. It was like not warm at all. It was like so sterile and you had to like stand in a line. It was like an indica, a sativa, and a hybrid line. And you just had to like pick one and just stand in that line. And they like didn't have edibles. Nothing was fun. It was like, yeah.
That's crazy.
So I just don't want that to happen here at all. But I feel like we wouldn't go backwards in that. But
I think it would still have to be like a state by state thing.
So I really hope, I hope
like
it stays that way.
same with alcohol. Like alcohol sales are federally legal, but then some states are like, they won't sell alcohol on Sundays or past like
they kind of decide their own
9
laws.
p.m.
Yeah, so I hope it stays that way. And I hope the big corporate stores don't all take over.
Yeah.
That's
same.
That's scary, just being the small guy and all this, but we just take it day by day.
Do you guys feel good about it right now? Like, are you at a good place? Or?
Yeah, I definitely feel like it. A lot of people tell us like they prefer shopping at our store over like the big guys. So I love hearing that, and I get that a lot. So that's always really nice.
I love support that. Local for sure.
Yes, please.
Nice. And
our final question.
Yes. We ask all our guests if you could smoke with anybody alive or dead.
But a non-family member.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, sorry.
I thought about this for days and I had an answer and you just ruined it.
Oh, man.
I saw someone said that because someone was like, oh, well, yeah, because I don't want it to be like, oh, my grandma or someone. Because we don't know.
So I was going to say my grandma.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry.
Because she's just like so anxious and I would love to see the anxiety like leave her, but she would never. She won't even use lotion. It's so sad.
Our sweet G-Mom.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm
sorry.
I feel like this is so like surface level.
Because we want it to be like funny, kind of funny, like celebrity or someone you could learn a lesson from in history maybe.
I don't like history. I would probably
Amazing.
just have to go with like Casey Musgraves. I really
my
like
God,
her.
wait,
She
same.
likes weed, so like I don't know. I feel like we could
I
get
love
along.
her.
I love her so much.
But I was like, I'm like, okay, wait, follow-up question to that.
Okay.
How do you feel about like celebrities now getting in on like
Branded
starting their own? Because
don't-
she released some merch that's like grinders.
Yes. Oh, I wanted one so bad.
I know. I'm
It
like,
was
these are so cute, but I'm like, I feel like she's capitalizing without like actually advocating for it, which is kind of pisses me
Yeah,
off.
It's like by capitalizing, is she advocating for it?
I feel like it's like
I don't think so.
I don't know. I feel like it's like normalizing it because like these people that you look up to, I guess, like are making it more normal.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess you're kind of right too.
It's something I grapple with.
Yeah.
But then this follow-up question to that is like, what's your favorite way to consume, or what way would you want to consume with Casey Musgraves in this
Oh my
scenario?
gosh. Probably take a dab.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I love a good dab.
Same.
Really gets you going.
Oh my gosh, same.
Yes.
Yes. I love it. Well, thank you so much, Rachel.
Thank you guys
Yeah,
for
this was
thinking I'm
great.
cool enough for this.
Oh my gosh. No, I think you provided some amazing insights to people. Like, I want people to understand how this industry works. And I feel like it's so foreign, and like, it's like certain people like hold the knowledge, and it's like, no, the knowledge should be available to everyone, in my opinion. So thanks for helping us spread the knowledge.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, and everyone come see her at Village Green Society in Boulder.
Yeah, they are open 365 days a year.
Village Green Society was one of the first dispensaries I shopped at when I moved to Boulder like 5
Nice.
years ago, and I was like right off of like near Pearl Street Mall. So
Nice. Yeah, it's in a
Good
really nice
times there.
area. If you're coming here like to Boulder for the day, it's right off Pearl Street. So
there's
very
lots
convenient.
to do.
Yes, lots to do, lots to eat around there.
I love
It's fun.
that. Thank you so much. Do you want to tell people where to find you, like on Instagram or anything, or just Village Green Society?
You can follow us at Village Green Boulder on Instagram. I just recently hired my little sister to do
I was
our
gonna
Instagram page, and so
So cute.
give them a follow and like our posts, and yeah, come visit us and see for yourself.
Amazing.
And you can pre-order at villagegreenboulder.com.
Yes, that's something new with COVID that we've had to navigate is online ordering. So yeah, place an
Nice.
online order. We'll have it ready for you.
Do you think you would ever do delivery? Like, if
Oh
it
my
comes
God,
here?
that's like a dream. I should have answered that to where's like the future going,
Yes,
but
delivery.
yeah, I hope that it would be so cute to have like a little like bus in the back of our store and then like
Wow. Oh my
send
God.
someone on deliveries all day.
Like a Volkswagen bus,
Yeah.
Village Green Society.
Wait, that would be so
Yes.
cute. And they're like beep beep as
Yes. Okay, so yeah, that would be amazing.
we're manifesting that.
Yeah, I hope deliveries happen. That
Fuck
would be really
yeah.
cool. I know Denver's doing it. I hope Boulder catches on.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know at the beginning of COVID they were doing medical deliveries were illegal, but I think that's kind of
Faded.
dwindled,
Yeah, now that we can go.
All right. Well, more to come on that. Hopefully delivering coming soon.
Stay tuned.
Yay. Thanks, Rachel.
Thanks.
Thank you, Rachel.
All right. Stay high, everyone.
Yes.